and welcome back to the channel. Today is actually a very special video because I'm not doing a review. I'm not even talking about anything movie, well, kinda movie related, but not that much if I'm being completely honest. But sometimes you just gotta talk about some things that are really both silly and about goddamn time. I feel like this has been in the making for absolutely years. Now, I don't know if I can say decades, but definitely a long ass time. Some of you might know somebody of the name R. Kelly, an R&B singer that probably started, if I'm not mistaken, started around the 80s/90s. I really don't know. I didn't really grow up with his music that much. I know some songs. Of course, the I Believe I Can Fly, Space Jam, Ignition is one that I've heard from time to time. If you know R. Kelly, you probably know him most for not his music, but his other side project, if you want to call it that. Now, this is no laughing matter. This is actually kind of a serious thing. But yeah, for those who don't know about R. Kelly or what R. Kelly even did, for many years, R. Kelly has been charged and accused of many cases of sexual abuse, especially or mainly or really only to minor girls for years now. This has been going for a long ass time. Like I said, this has been going on for so much time that it even begs the question, why did it take this long? And really, it's no surprise why it took this long for this to happen. But the news that came out recently is that he was recently sentenced 30 years in prison for sexual abuse to minors. Which, here's the thing, good, I'm absolutely happy. Now, do I believe he should have gotten more time? Yes, definitely. I feel 30 years is not enough. I mean, he's like, what? He's like 50, 55 years old today. So by the time he might got out, he probably will be around 70, 80 something. I'm not really sure how old he will be when he comes out of jail. But still, and even then, there's like the possibility that he might not even do the full sentence. It's really stupid, but I'll get into that later. Again, like I said, I am more than happy about goddamn time. I mean, this has been overdue for many years, okay? He's been doing this for years and years, and he has been getting away with it for so long that, again, it really begs the question why it took this long for this to happen. And I have answers for that. But the first thing that I do want to address is how R. Kelly is not really the only person that we should be held accountable here. There's also a lot of people that also should be held accountable for this. Mainly, I don't know the name of this person, but kind of the same how Jeffrey Epstein, R. Kelly also had his Janine Maxwell kind of person that kind of brought these minor girls to him so he can do horrible acts on them. That person and that group of people should definitely be held accountable and also be arrested as long as R. Kelly, or even more than R. Kelly, and also the parents, because there were some parents that even when all these things started to kind of come out, there were still a lot of parents that were giving away their kids to R. Kelly. There's many reasons why. I mean, there's this whole thing of like, well, maybe R. Kelly can maybe give my kid a career later on in the industry, in the music industry, in the film industry, I don't know. Which, here's the thing, it's kind of understandable if you don't know R. Kelly and you don't know the horrible shit that he's done, but I'm talking about after all of this information came out, there were still parents that were giving away their kids to R. Kelly, knowing goddamn well that these news and all of these cases were coming out, and it's kind of insulting. I think it's not only insulting, but I think it's very irresponsible to kind of give away your child to what is, let's just say it like it is, a pedophile, a sick person. Now, maybe I'm misinformed. Maybe after all these cases, parents really stopped giving away their children. But for what I've read and for what I've heard from many people, even when all these things were coming out, parents were still giving away their children to this guy, knowing goddamn well that he was gonna do horrible things to them in this creepy, disgusting sex cult filled with piss, shit, and probably whoever knows what. Definitely, just like R. Kelly, everybody else involved should be definitely held accountable for this, because this is big. This is not a minor thing, okay? This is just as big as something like a Epstein case, or a Weinstein case, or a Cosby case, you know? This is just as big as those, and people around them that knew that this was going on should be held accountable. But for some reason, the law just never held these other people that were definitely also part of the problem accountable. It's stupid. I know. It's dumb. Again, it doesn't surprise me that it took this long for this to happen, because people that are in power always are gonna get away with a lot of shit. I mean, we know this. Billionaires get away with a lot of shit that is ridiculous. It's like, come on, like you know that these people are doing heinous shit, and you still are doing nothing just because they have a couple of dollars in their pocket. It's kind of stupid, in my opinion. It's dumb. It's unfair, especially when the system is already this fucking broken. It's like, really? It's just infuriating knowing that the system is already absolute garbage. It's already shit, and they're giving these people advantage only because they have a high place of power. It's really, really dumb. I know. I guess the other thing that I also kind of want to address is the people that have been just completely blindly ignoring what's been going on. Like, and I'm talking about you. Like, you've known that this shit has been going on for years, and you are still complaining of like, well, I don't think he did it. Why? What fucking evidence do you have that he didn't do it? You've seen the pictures. It's pretty fucking obvious it was him. Like, this is the same thing as the OJ case, you know? Like, everybody knows, and there's a billion evidence out there to completely show that, yes, OJ did it. And it's the same with R. Kelly. R. Kelly did all this heinous shit, and it was the worst kept secret ever. It's calling it a secret is even an insult. It's like, this wasn't a secret. It was right there in front of everybody, and there was still a shitload of people saying, well, I don't know, it could have been anybody. Well, yeah, it also could have been R. Kelly. And here's the thing, I know that you're saying, well, I don't want to stop listening to my Ignition and to my R. Kelly songs. Your R. Kelly favorites are not going away. Space Jam is not gonna edit the fucking movie to take out all the R. Kelly music. Ignition is still gonna be there. Trapped in the Closet is still gonna be out there. It's like none of this shit is going away. If you still wanna keep listening to your R. Kelly music that you so much love and adore, okay. But just because he gave us a bunch of music is not a fucking excuse for him doing all this heinous shit. Now again, I'm also looking at this from the point of view of an outsider. Again, I'm not a fan of R. Kelly in any way. Like, again, I've listened to some songs, mainly the stuff that I've heard from Space Jam, and like I said, I've heard Ignition like maybe a couple of times in my life. And that one silly song, the one in Ethiopia.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America.
It's just so ridiculous, man. I just don't know how people can still, for years, when all this information was coming out, and the fact that there was clear evidence of it being him, there was still a lot of blind people saying, no, I don't believe it, it can't be him! What is wrong with you? Again, it's not funny. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing at the fact that how, with all the info, with all of the obvious details and the obvious evidence that's been out there for years, how is it possible that nobody said, yeah, there's something wrong with this guy? For many years, a lot of people knew that there was something wrong with him, and nobody did shit about it. If you want even clearer proof, when he married, what's the name of the girl? Aaliyah or something? Aaliyah or Alea? I don't know her. I don't remember her name. He married a 15-year-old, and there's even deeper illegal shit behind it that is really questionable. Where I think he changed her birth certificate because he thought she was pregnant, so he did the whole changing the birth certificate so he wouldn't be charged with rape. So it's a whole fucking, it's a lot of shit with R. Kelly, okay? He's been doing heinous shit for years. This is not new. So yes, even though I feel like the sentence should have been longer, in my opinion, 30 years is also, I think, a good enough number. And even then, I still, because the system is so shit, he's probably not gonna do the entire sentence. because if he doesn't get into fights, if he has good behavior in prison, he might be released even sooner, which again is absolutely bullshit. But at least we know that finally some justice is being done right now. A little bit too fucking late, but at least I'm thankful that it happened. And definitely the other people that should be held accountable right now as well. I'm talking about both parents and the people that were helping R. Kelly to get these minors to him. So definitely get on that. I know they're not gonna do it because they don't give a shit, but they should be giving a shit. Now, to end it in somewhat of a funny note, because I know that this video has been very negative and very depressing and really infuriating for the most part, I'm gonna end it in a positive note. So probably other than the few songs I've heard from him, there's this one particular song that I've heard from him quite a lot from the internet. Just out of mere curiosity, I checked out the song myself. It's a song by R. Kelly that he sung at Ethiopia. It's called My Girl, and the song is ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It's so bizarre that it's funny.
Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America?
But at the same time, it's also creepy because it's like, wow, even back then, it's like he's singing about the shit that he's doing to girls. It was like, wow, like he's literally putting it out there and nobody's saying anything. It's like, wow. It's funny as hell, but it's also scary as shit. The fact that he got away with this so much that even he put a song out there of all the heinous shit that he was doing and nobody did a goddamn thing. It blows my fucking mind.
Who wants to come back with us to America?
That song is creepy as hell, but it is hilarious. It's hilariously terrible. Again, I just wanted to make a video talking about something, and I just felt like this was a perfect topic to talk about. I mean, I know that there's been a lot of shit going on right now. I mean, Roe versus Wade just got overturned. It's fucking awful. The world is fucking shit. People, please vote, and please make actual change. Don't just go out there, post a tweet on Twitter and be, well, that's all for me. No, please go out there and actually do something. If you want change, please go vote. Please go help this world, because if you don't, then the shit ain't gonna change. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to keep up with my content, and hit the bell if you want to keep updated when I upload videos. And like always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.